Good morning. Today I am going to talk about subtitling and how to actually set up subtitling file and how to do the translation of a file. I will do some of the steps because there's quite a lot of information to go through. First of all, as you can see, this is software which is uploaded to my laptop, and this software is it's called WinCaps. It's a well-known in the professional business. It's a very professional kind of software, which requires a very good computer to control the frames of the actual file. Now, what I mean by frames, let me just go through some of these various points that are usually in the actual text. If you look at these time codes here, the time codes, I'm trying to sort of get them to, let's say, for example, you've got on the left-hand side in blue, it says 0001, which is subtitle number 1. And this one, it says the district or this district has no water supply since the month of Ramadan. Of course, I'm just using this as this file. This is not a text file, but it's similar to a text file. Usually it's called SRT. Depends how you want to save it in the end. You can save it as rich text. You can save it as text only. And you can save it also as a special kind of file which requires a special kind of software to open. Now, just few points to highlight in the actual subtitle itself. As you can see here, trying to sort of get it, I think the bottom one, which is subtitle number 2, seems to have a little bit better clear view about the timing. Maybe may not be clear. Anyway, the first, there are lots of numbers on top of the text. This is an English text, lots of numbers. Like, for example, in line 2, or in the box number 2, just to give you an idea, which is 0002, this is subtitle number 2. That means this subtitle will appear and disappear at a certain time. The second line in under 0002, which is around here, you will see, this is called incue, which means that this is where this subtitle, which starts with "since last year," will start appearing on the screen, and it appears, and the numbers here, which is 00000316. It means that it will go in at 16 frames and 3 seconds. So the 3 is for 3 seconds. If we divide these, they are divided actually, these timings. They are actually divided. The first division, which is 00 and then colon, is for the hours. And the second 00 is for the minutes. The next 00 is for the seconds, and the last 00 usually is the frames. What I mean by frames is the pictures, how many pictures in 1 second. Now, there are two systems used in the number of pictures in 1 second that are run in the film. There is either the European system, which is PAL system, where you are looking at 24 frames per second, i.e. it will run 24 frames before 1 second is registered. Then, of course, the seconds will run up to 60 seconds or 59 seconds before it moves on to the minutes and then to the hours. So that's the first line, really. That's the line here, which is at the bottom here. Written for the first one, and it shows here, though it's not absolutely clear, 00000316. Now the next numbers, which is 0314, which is in the middle, that's the next writing here. This one is to tell us the duration of that subtitle, i.e. how long this subtitle is going to appear on screen. And that this duration is 0314, which means it's going to appear for 3 seconds and 14 frames. That's how long the whole subtitle is going to appear and then disappear. So it will stay on screen for 3 seconds and 14 frames. You see how accurate you have to be? This is very, very important. The next number, which is 00000705, that means that is when the video or the subtitle will come out. So it's called like the time in the timing. It's called the outcue, as opposed to the incue, which is the first number. The outcue is 00000705. The incue is 00000316. Of course, the outcue, which is 00000705, is when the actual subtitle disappears from the screen completely. There is another number here which says, if you can, I'm trying to sort of highlight it here, it's in here. It says 161 WPM. The top one, it says 263 WPM. And what does that mean? Well, this means this 161 WPM, it means 161 words per minute, i.e. this is the speed of reading these two lines, the two lines which says, since last year we have rarely been supplied with water. This is the speed of reading. This is 161 words per 1 minute. Now you can set up the setting for either per minute or per second. When you say per second, it will show here character per second, C per second. Character per second means that, for example, if I am to count the, if you look at the top screen here, top subtitle, the first one, it says 33. That means that the first line, or actually, yeah, the first line, it has got 33 characters. 33 characters. This is one character, the T, number 2. So this is another character, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So the writing in green here, which says 33 next to the red, that means this line takes 33 characters in that line, including spaces, full stops, commas, quotation, question mark, quotation mark, and so on. The interesting about, if I go back to the point about word per minute, like, can you see this is, it says here 263 words per minute, 263 words per minute. Now 263 words per minute is in red. That means this subtitle as a whole is too long for the timing. The timing is only 2 seconds, 8 frames, and the numbers or the word per minute, the speed, the reading speed of this subtitle is way above the normal setup, the average reading speed. So that's why it's in red. It's telling me to edit down this line, because this line is too long to be read by the viewers, by the people who are watching the film or the documentary or whatever it is that you are watching. Now let me just, this is, of course, as I said, this is the file which goes up and down, as you can see, and it goes up, and you can see all these words, some words, the character numbers. For example, in this one is 28, which is, this is subtitle number 9, and so on. And I'm just going to go through the file. How do I go? By going page up and page down. It takes me from one subtitle to another. Each in between the lines is where I am now editing, if I am to be editing. Then I move to the next subtitle and so on, 19, 20, 21, 23, 22, and 23, and so on. This is how you move on. And of course, sometimes it alerts me, like here, for example, the duration is telling me that it's 0718. Now, 0718 means the duration is way too long. That means this subtitle is going to stay on the screen for a long time. Usually, the minimum number of seconds that it should appear on screen is really between maybe 1.1 second, 2 frames. That's the minimum. And you always can set it up through the software to have the minimum and the maximum. The maximum I've set up here is 6 minutes. And you can see here it's 7 minutes 18, which means 18 frames. And that means it's way too long. And there are other signs, and you can see here the character number is telling me it's 37 on each line. This one is 22, the characters. This one is 29. And so on and so forth. So it seems to be these are technical information which I need as an interpreter, as a subtitler. Of course, just to give you an idea, I've been working on subtitling for various companies, including Walt Disney, Sony, Hallmark, and many others. One of the latest ones that I was proofreading at one time was Netflix. Suits, the series Suits. There is also ER. I did some of that. Grey's Anatomy. I have proofread quite a few seasons of that, 3 or 4 seasons. So I mean, this is TV series, but there are films, also documentaries, and so on. So I mean, now I'm just going through the file itself. You can see this is quite a short file. It's got only 41 subtitles. Okay. And I just to demonstrate, this is one of the files I worked on some time before, and I thought I'd show you. Now I'm going to move on and show you something to do with the video itself, because you see this screen is split into various areas. One area is for the script, which I just showed you there, and of course it's just a typing. You can type, you can change also the time cues yourself if you need to. You can jump in, like for example here, I can, if you can see, I can jump in here. Okay, you see now I am actually in the area where it is to edit the actual seconds, and I can move on to the frames or second or the minutes or the hours if I want to change the time codes. Also, I can change the duration. It's 0121. Then I can just type the number, and it will change in the area where it's stopping, where the cursor is actually flashing at the moment. Well, this is, I've chosen this one. It's actually one of the videos for Jordanian water that was given to me to proofread at one time, or to translate. This is interesting. Now I've just stopped here. I would like to stop here about only the scripts file, and then I will do another one for only the pictures to show you how the pictures are controlled as well.